Imagine someone who knows exactly what to say to make you feel understood. They listen intently, remember your likes and dislikes, and always seem to know exactly how you're feeling. At first, they feel like a gift in your life, like they were meant to be in your inner circle. They don't just listen to you, they mirror your emotions back to you, making you feel seen in ways that others never could. But something strange starts to happen. Weeks or months later, you begin to feel uneasy around them. You feel drained, second-guess yourself, or become hyper-aware of your behavior around them. And the weirdest part? You can't pinpoint what went wrong. No, this person isn't a narcissist or a psychopath. In fact, they seem to have more empathy than most people. But that might be exactly what makes them so dangerous. So who are these people? And why do they have such a strange hold on you? Keep watching, because what we're about to dive into could help you spot these dangerous personalities before they start playing with your mind. In today's video, we're going to talk about a personality type that's quietly becoming one of the most fascinating and dangerous phenomena in the world of psychology: the Dark Empath. If you've ever been in a relationship where someone seemed too understanding, too supportive, or too good at making you feel guilty, then you've probably encountered someone with Dark Empath traits. But what makes these people so dangerous isn't just how they understand you, it's what they do with that knowledge. To understand the Dark Empath, we need to start with two things: empathy and the concept of the Dark Triad. Let's start with empathy. Most of us are familiar with the idea of empathy. It's the ability to understand or even share someone else's feelings. There are two main types of empathy: affective and cognitive. Affective empathy means actually feeling someone's emotions. When someone is sad, you might feel that sadness yourself. Cognitive empathy, on the other hand, is understanding someone's emotions without necessarily feeling them yourself. It's more about being able to read people, understand their feelings, and figure out what they're experiencing. Here's where things get interesting. People with the Dark Triad traits, narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy, are typically low in empathy. They can't feel what others feel, and often use this lack of empathy to manipulate or control people for their own benefit. The Dark Empath is different. They have a unique combination: high cognitive empathy but low affective empathy. This means they can understand exactly what you're feeling, but they don't necessarily feel it themselves. They know how to push your buttons without actually caring about your pain or happiness. The Dark Empath isn't just emotionally intelligent. They also score highly on traits like narcissism and Machiavellianism. These are two of the three elements in the Dark Triad. Narcissism makes them self-centered, with an inflated sense of importance. Machiavellianism gives them a cold, calculating, and strategic approach to relationships. Psychopathy allows them to be emotionally detached and ruthless. Now combine those traits with cognitive empathy, and you have a person who can charm their way into your life, understand your weaknesses, and manipulate you without you even realizing it. They don't care about you in the way most people do, but they understand you, probably better than anyone else in your life. So how do you spot a Dark Empath? It's not always easy, because they don't fit the stereotypical image of a manipulator or abuser. But here are some signs. They mirror your emotions. Ever had a conversation where you felt like someone was just like you, agreeing with everything you said, nodding, and reflecting your emotions? Dark Empaths are masters at this. They make you feel understood, but it's all part of their strategy to create emotional dependency. They use guilt as a weapon. Dark Empaths don't get aggressive like a narcissist or a psychopath might. Instead, they use guilt to manipulate you. They might say things like, "I just wanted you to understand how much I care," or "I can't believe you don't want to help me after everything I've done for you." They slowly invade your personal space. At first, they'll seem like your best friend, the perfect confidant, and the one person you can talk to about anything. But over time, you may notice they're gradually crossing boundaries, taking up more emotional space and draining your energy. 4. You start feeling like you're the problem. With their superior ability to understand people's emotions, Dark Empaths often know just how to shift blame onto you. If you're the one feeling emotionally drained or confused, they'll somehow make you feel like you're the one in the wrong. There's something deeply seductive about a Dark Empath. Their ability to understand you makes you feel like they're the one person who gets you. They're warm, magnetic, and appear to be the perfect listener. The problem is, they aren't listening because they care. They're listening because they're gathering intel. They learn about your fears, your weaknesses, and your insecurities. And once they know everything about you, they'll use that knowledge to manipulate you into doing what they want. It's easy to get stuck in a cycle with a dark empath. Their charm and understanding make it feel like you're in a relationship where you're truly seen. But as time goes on, you might start realizing that their kindness is more of a tool for control than genuine care. In a 2020 study published in Personality and Individual Differences, researchers identified a new personality type, a dark empath, as a person who possesses the dark traits of narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism, but also exhibits high levels of cognitive empathy. What makes them different from the traditional dark triad is that they aren't overtly aggressive or rude. Instead, they use their emotional intelligence to manipulate and control others, without ever needing to raise their voice. In other words, dark empaths are smooth operators. They may seem warm and friendly, but underneath it all, they're using you for their own gain. And often, you won't even realize it until it's too late. The worst part about being around a dark empath is the emotional toll it takes on you. At first, you may feel like you've found a true connection. They seem like the friend you've always needed, the partner who truly gets you. But over time, the relationship becomes one-sided. You feel drained, confused, and uncertain. You begin questioning yourself, second-guessing your actions. The dark empath knows exactly how to make you feel guilty without outright accusing you. They'll guilt-trip you for small things, and before you know it, you feel like you're in the wrong. You're not. But the more you doubt yourself, the more control they have. So, you might be wondering, how do I protect myself from a dark empath? Well, I'm glad you asked. First things first, trust your gut. If something feels off, listen to that feeling. It's easy to get swept up in the charm of a dark empath, but if your instincts are telling you that something doesn't feel right, trust that. Set clear boundaries. Don't let anyone, no matter how empathetic they appear to be, cross your personal lines. If they make you feel guilty or manipulate your emotions, that's a huge red flag. It's important to recognize emotional manipulation for what it is. Dark empaths know how to use guilt to control you, but you're not obligated to accept it. If they try to make you feel bad for things you shouldn't, it's okay to push back. You don't owe anyone that kind of emotional toll. And remember, you're not the problem. If you feel drained, confused, or manipulated, it's not because of something you did wrong. They are the ones playing games with your emotions. And you have the right to protect yourself. Look, I get it. It's not always easy to spot these manipulative behaviors in the moment, especially when they're wrapped up in kindness and empathy. But now that you know what to look for, you can be more mindful in your relationships. You deserve connections that lift you up, not ones that wear you down. The thing about dark empaths is that they don't wear a warning sign. They don't shout their intentions. They charm their way into your life and use your emotions to control you. It's subtle, it's insidious, but it's real. But now you know what to look for. You can recognize the patterns. And most importantly, you can protect yourself. If you've experienced this kind of relationship, or if this video made you realize something about someone in your life, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start the conversation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need to hear this. And if you want more content like this, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching and take care.